What's up guys, welcome to my solo archery elk hunt. I'm gonna film this video vlog style, but I recently saw a comment that someone was like, I love watching your guys' video. Everything from packing up the truck to packing out the animal. So I'm gonna do that. I'm at my house right now getting ready. This is the first big trip for me. It's gonna be an archery elk hunt on my general season Utah tag, and I'm gonna camp. So a couple things I have to do first is get the jumping jack tent back into the jumping jack trailer. So right now I've got the trailer in the upright position because I had my four-wheeler when it had tracks in here last, and I recently stained it or protected the wood. I'm glad I did that because once I put the tent in there, I don't know when the next time is to take it off. So got to move some trucks. We're gonna load this thing up, get the old beast out of here, and load this up and hook up the Tundra. Let's see what we got right there. See if we can get this thing back in here. Oh, the struggle. Guys, the reason I wanted to do this hunt solo, it's not because I have to. I really want to. I always like a challenge. I always like going by myself. And you guys who have watched the channel for years probably noticed I do a lot of stuff kind of on my own, and I enjoy it and I like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy it too. It seems like you do. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm gonna load this. Come on. We got it, guys. That's not easy. I basically just ripped my garage out and tore it up. It's gonna look like a mess. I'm gonna walk you through my stuff, but to me, it's very organized. I know exactly where we're at. So let me show you what we're taking. A couple coolers, one for food, daily use, one for ice storage, and just in case I get an elk, I'll have plenty of ice. I'm taking my 3200 pack because on my XO I've already got the 1800 on it, but I'm definitely gonna wanna use the 3200. This whole tote is dedicated to tree saddle items and some tree stand pegs, stands, tarp, bug spray, all the tree saddle equipment that I will need because I do plan on sitting tree saddle if I find an active wallow, which I'll have these climbing sticks, hiking sticks, which are 2 singles because I lost or broke the other ones, my Hanwag boots, water, this is some extra odds and ends stuff, a saw, some rope for the tree stand, and this one I believe is food. I've got all the extra food, extra bags, toiletries right there, which I'm just trying to keep out of the sun so they don't melt like deodorant, camp chef setup, and some extra propane. This little hose is an adapter so I can attach it actually directly to the Camp Chef Rainier. It's instead of using those tiny little Coleman propane tanks. Got my YETI chair, gas can, I'm gonna fill that up for the quad, arrow tube for my extra arrows which I need to grab, some Hush game bags. We're out of elk, so I've grabbed 2 sets of deer, pillow, more clothing, more batteries, GoPro, a couple random hats, backpack that already has my tag, spotting scope, binos, tripod, knife, headlamp, etc., and some water. So that's a whole whole bunch of stuff I'm taking. I could probably minimize, but guys, I really don't have an expected day to come back. So I really am going to get out there and try my best to stay mentally tough and push through it. I know it's going to be a lot of people this weekend because it's Labor Day weekend, but all we can do is get out there and try, and then I'll have the rest of the week. Really, I could stay out there as long as I want, as long as the hunt is open. So I still have to pack this all up. I still have to go get food at the grocery store and get my clothing. Then after that, guys, we're gonna head to camp, so see you up there. Welcome to camp. Oh, it's beautiful up here. It's 7:07. I figured I'd get here just after 7. And guys, I can't believe that nobody is camped right here. I haven't spent a lot of time on this mountain, but last time I came, I really did decide, like, this was definitely one of the best camp spots. And I camped here last year on this same hunt, the open hunt, and absolutely loved it. So I'm back again, and now I just need to spend a little time shifting and maneuvering this jumping jack to where it's nice and level, and I might have to get the four-wheeler off first. So let's do it. Let's hurry and do that, and then buzz the four-wheeler. We'll pop up the trailer and then buzz the four-wheeler around and look for elk and listen for bugles. Heck, I'm loving this setup already. Check it out. So it's hooked up to the truck, and it's honestly pretty dang level. So when I can, I don't mind leaving it hooked up to the truck. If I need to, I can drop it. But as is, it's nice. That way there's no way for it to teeter-totter when it's hooked up to the trailer. So I'm gonna pull off the quad, pull off the YETI cooler, and yeah, welcome to camp, Archery Elk Hunt 2021. Now time to throw the jumping jack together. Got some grass there, but we'll get a couple clips. Gosh, this tent's so easy. Okay, so got to put the inside together. I'm gonna throw it together real quick, and then we're gonna hop on the four-wheeler and go see if we can find an elk or two. We've got elk, guys. Holy cow, I cannot believe I found elk the first evening. I'm just filming them through the scope right now. I can only identify a cow. So at least one elk so far, and man, it's last light. I got lucky to see this cow, and I'm just hoping that there's a bull with him. It's super early. Like, okay, there's two. There's at least two cows. But it's September 3rd, I think, maybe the 4th. So it's early. I don't expect it to be like popping off like crazy, but I figured some of the bulls are probably starting to round up cows. Hoping to hear some bugles, but in this high pressured open bull unit stuff, it's tough because they're not very vocal. But these cows are just working their way up out of this canyon. So far no bull, but I'll keep an eye out for one. But yeah, how cool is that? We already got elk. That's exciting. Dang, it's some big country though. They're a long ways away. Back to camp, trying to get everything put together. We got this light bar that has to be plugged into USB. So I've got the generator going and the lights on the old Can-Am. So bed is made, truck is just about unloaded. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get some dinner going on the camp chef, this little guy right here. Maybe cook up some bacon and eggs for dinner. It's perfect weather. This is exactly how I visioned it. It's gonna be a warm week. I think if I can find water, it'd be a good place to tree saddle. And I'm guessing the elk activity as far as bugling and stuff is not gonna be hot. It just never is on this type of hunt, at least for me. but it's not impossible. We can definitely see some rut action. Changed my mind on the breakfast for dinner. I'm going with brats and some tortillas, which are inside the jumping jack. Well guys, I'm glad you're joining me on this hunt. I don't want to kill too much time here at camp. We're gonna wake up nice and early, and I think I'm gonna just spend the morning glassing. I think that's the most effective way to locate some elk. I can obviously wander through the thick timber, but I think it's gonna be better off just glassing from a distance and really trying to locate some elk. And maybe there's a bull with those cows at some point tomorrow. So I'm definitely gonna try to relocate those cows, see if anything else shows up. But yeah guys, this is gonna be fun. I'm stoked for the morning. It'll be the first day of 21 for me to pursue elk with a bow. So see you guys in the morning. Good morning guys. I just rolled up to my little observation point. This morning's going to be dedicated more to just getting the big picture of this area, trying to locate more elk, and just try to get an idea of where some of these things are hanging out, because I don't think bushwhacking it and just bombing through the timber without any knowledge is the best idea. It's not the worst idea. You can always get lucky, especially if you can get into them calling, but for now I just want to get some eyeballs on some elk. Well, we've got one cow this morning so far. I knew glassing where I want to glass was going to be tough with first light. As soon as the sun comes up, it's kind of in your face. And there's not a lot of smoke, but there's enough through the distance that it makes it pretty tough to glass far away. We've got hunters just down here to my northeast, and then some hunters back that way that, if I had to guess, they're hunting deer. But these guys are posted up on their spotting scopes just like I am. Probably looking at some of the same animals I'm looking at across the canyon. Well, pretty solid update. I got lucky enough to glass, I think, 3 small bulls up high in this meadow, and then I was glassing by them thinking, like, how is there not more elk on this shady side? And sure enough, I spotted some and started to pick it apart, and there's a whole bunch of cows. I haven't seen a bull with them yet. I'm just getting some film through the scope. But it's a nice herd of cows, so you'd think if there's anything going on, it's going to be where they are, and they're in the thick timber. So I'm going to try to pick that apart, see if I can't pick out a bull. We're just going to observe this morning, and then I think I might go set up and sit that water hole. I'm sure I've told you a bunch of times, but hopefully there's a bull with this group. Oh my gosh, guys, I just heard my first bugle 100%, not a human. And it's came from right there where I've got this water hole that I've been curious about. So I think I've seen enough. Got the majority of the elk higher. I got my water hole higher, and I got a bull that just bugled right in the canyon somewhere by that water hole. So I think my decision's made up. The observation was a good thing. It kind of confirmed what I was already hoping for, which was for elk to be in this main area. So there's majority of them here, a few of them to my left, but the majority of them is right where I want them. So I think I'm gonna head to camp and make sure I get everything needed for my tree saddle. And I'm gonna sit in the tree saddle unless I hear bugles. That thing ripped off, but just one time. So can't really count on that, but I will go over there and mess around with some cow calls. But we're in the game, guys. It's looking good. So I'm gonna gather my stuff and head to camp, get my tree saddle, and probably go sit over there all day and see if we can make something happen. Well, not a bad 3-shot group. Trying out this GoPro hat deal, and honestly I don't know if that's gonna work out for me or not, because it really weights down my brim and then my brim hits my bowstring. So I'm gonna check some of the video. You can see I have it canted, you know, trying to film what I can see, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to hunt like that, to be honest. So I'm gonna pull this off real quick and see how the video turned out. This GoPro has been a pain in the butt lately. I'm not wanting to work with any of the SD cards, but finally got this one to go. So let's check it out. Let's see, how does it look? How does it look? It's a pretty cool point of view, dang it. That is pretty sweet. Well, if I can get it comfortable on my hat, maybe tighten my hat a little bit so it doesn't sag so much, that's doable. If I can't find a place for it in the tree, I might just clip it to my hat, but man, that feels pretty heavy on the head. I'm gonna shoot the bow. I'm back at camp. I've already had breakfast, and I'm just gonna shoot my bow, make sure it's shooting good, which that was a 3-shot group at 30, looked all right. And then, yeah, just kind of go from there. Time to get ready. I'm going to start packing up for the afternoon hunt. It's about 11 a.m. Going to mix up some Mountain Ops Ignite. This is the Bugleberry. Next favorite flavor to Hush Lemonade, of course. Just want to take a sip or two from the water bottle, just so you have enough room to shake it up. Then shake it and take it. So here's my yard sale mess. I've got the big bag, and because I'm going to be taking all the climbing stuff in the tree saddle, I'm swapping out the smaller bag for the giant one. I just decided whether I'm carrying my tree stand stuff or an elk quarter, I'm going to want the big bag. So I got a bunch of stuff here to organize. I'll put it all together and show you. 5 climbing sticks with their tethers. I got 1 platform, 1 tethered Ventum, I think they call this, with the system, which is, I don't know what they call them, but I know there's a lineman's belt, then the one that actually saddles you up. I got 2 climbing sticks, which I'll use for like pegs if needed to hang stuff, which I brought a peg for a bow rack. This is the HME. You screw it in, and then I can hang my bow from that. Got a saw. And I got this thing I made. It's actually 2 HME pieces put together, and that's so I can set up a camera. So I'm going to take it just in case. I don't know if I'll use it or not. Then over here I've got optics, binos, and rangefinder. Here's the rangefinder. I'm using this one, Vortex. Heck, I don't even know which model this is. The Razor HD 4000. Bam. This little thing can attach to a tree branch. Could be another camera arm. A gator, Hushnet gator, a Stealthcam to put on the water hole, some wipes, some food, some game bags. I don't have the elk game bag, so I brought a deer and then a big bag, and I do plan to quarter and debone it. Bunch of snacks, water, the GoPro, knife, tag, tarp for cleaning an elk if I need it, an SD card reader for when I check the trail camera, and that's that. And then in here I got a headlamp already and some other stuff. So we'll throw all that in the big bag, we'll bomb down there, pray that there's water in the wallow, and pray that there's tracks. There's definitely been elk around it, so I'm guessing if there's water, there's been elk hitting it. So now we do the dirty work, get down there, and we're gonna sit till dark. Well, for reference, it only took me 11 minutes to get from my quad to the bottom of this canyon. But now I gotta go up the other side to get to that water hole. But Sometimes it's not as far as you think, and I think a lot of people count themselves out when they look at a canyon or an area and they just think it's too steep, too big of a hole. You really just got to go for it, because you got plenty of time out here all day to get somewhere. You got plenty of time, as long as you're not towards the end of your hunt, to pack out. And it's all about just one foot in front of the other. I'd assume in 30 more minutes I'll be at this water hole. That's good. It's still soft. They're in here. I'm headed that way. Looks like last year's. That's not this year's. Haven't seen a really fresh rub yet. But we're getting up into the quakes. Pretty cool looking. That's fresh. Going right to the water hole. Nice. Well, there's water. I don't see any trail cameras right now. No tree stands. So that's good. Just gotta find a place to set them all up. I can put a tree stand or a tree camera, trail camera on that tree over there. But I'm gonna try to find somewhere to hang my tree saddle. Well, I think I made up my mind. My saddle right there. So I've got to clear some sticks, but it puts me right there. It's dang close, but man, there's really nothing else. But behind the tree, there's another game trail. Nice and open, that allows me some shooting lanes, so I kind of can double stack, like shoot that way or shoot this way. Tree saddle's ready. Trail camera's on the tree. I'm up there. Let's go check it out. I just got my backpack built. Now the part where I gotta climb up with everything and really saddle in. So, pretty big backpack. I gotta climb up here using the lineman's belt. Get up to the platform and then really saddle in. So safety first, but it's always a little more difficult climbing with some weight on your backpack. So let's get up there safely and get ready. Well, we're officially tethered in. I got 2 points of contact, tether, and the lineman's belt. I'm gonna keep it that way while I get my backpack situated. It's gonna be tough to shoot this way. I think once I get settled in and gain a little confidence, I might be able to shimmy around that way, but definitely gonna be able to shoot this way and down towards the water. So it's looking good. Freaking tree saddle. I want to kill and knock out one of these so bad. Try to get on the GoPro tonight. It's 3:16 p.m. Ready to go. The bow. Binos. Anything I have is anywhere from 15 to 40 yard shot, which is nice, but they definitely have to come out through like a pocket, like right there or right here. Gets dark at 8, so we have almost 5 hours to sit. All we need is one. I'll have the GoPro on my head, but I think that's about it. There's really no good branch to put this camera on, so hopefully I remember if something comes in to hit the GoPro button. But here we go. We got a nice old logging road or something. Some tracks on it, not a lot, but Like I said, we're just waiting for one bull, and I think if any antlered elk comes in, I'm shooting. That was so cool. I've been cow calling up here, and that little calf came out right there, like 15 yards, and then started sniffing my trail camera and licking the strap. She could definitely smell me. All we need is a bull, man. All we need is a bull. That was so cool. Got it on the GoPro too. That was way cool. First elk I've ever seen out of a tree saddle. Just need one bull to come in. We still have plenty of time. Well guys, that was a heck of a bow hunt, if you ask me. We had that cow in like 5 yards. Had that bull come in and just thrash a tree. I couldn't see him, but I can hear it. He was just thrashing a tree. And then he ripped a bugle and he went silent. I think he caught my wind because he did come downwind, of course. Whew. Heard many other bugles. So guys, that's a win for tonight. We're gonna get to the top of this and head to camp. Eat some dinner.